let's stop our data log. Let me shut it off here so we can talk a little bit easier. Go here to watt pool 4. All right, now that we saved it, let's take a look at our graph here quick. So we picked up, notice that we didn't add a whole lot of timing down here on the bottom end, but very minimal gains here in the lower engine speeds. We focused our efforts from 3,000 and higher. We're seeing the torque now is 390. We're seeing the horsepower here is 410. We probably can get away with a little bit more power. I'm going to keep from adding any more spark timing below 3,000. Since that's where I added about 4 more degrees, I started at that point. Notice that we're not seeing a whole lot of difference here. That means that we're probably at or near maximum brake torque at my lower engine speed, so from roughly 2,000 to 3,000. What we already have in the table is most likely what we're going to be at, keep it safe. But my high engine speeds here, it is picking up. Notice as we're adding our timing in here, this was about a 5-degree change from our green line to our blue line. This was a 4-degree change from our blue line to our purple, pinkish color line. It's not gaining as much because we're getting closer and closer to maximum brake torque, where again, we have our peak cylinder pressure pushing down on the piston between 15 to 20 degrees after top dead center. So in that situation, as we start to time our pressure wave hitting the piston and pushing down at that optimized point, naturally we're going to see that it's not going to gain much more power and torque. So we're going to be getting to that threshold here, I suspect, very soon. What I'm going to do here, let's just go review our data log. It looks like our fuel was perfect as far as I could see in that pool. This is going to be representative here in that pool. Let's focus in on that area where it was a little bit rich right here. We see that it's now 12.4. It's roughly 26. Let's move ahead here, roughly 21, 22. We see that it looks like we fixed it by reducing our fuel around that 2,000, 2,100 point. We can see it's 12.5 to 12.5, right around that exact range. And notice the closed loop correction is not doing anything. Moving across here, closed loop correction here is, let's cancel this. Closed loop correction is barely making any adjustments. That's 3%. 3% there. I'm not going to change anything. Once it gets about 2-3% adjustments, that's good. That's tuned. It's going to vary run to run. So we're good there. Let's just pop in here, take a look at our spark timing quick. Jumping into our window here. One of these windows should have spark timing in it. We could optimize and change these windows as far as what we see in the layout. I'm just kind of being lazy here a little bit, just looking at it. 24 degrees is what we're seeing here. So see 24. It goes here, it's 24. 24, so the timing is locked to 24. So that looks good. So we know our timing is going to be consistent. We know the injector duty cycle hasn't changed. We haven't made any changes. 92, 93% is definitely getting high in the duty cycle, as we talked about before. We probably want to go and put a set of injectors in this if we were going to do any kind of high RPM or extended high RPM driving, such as autocross or road racing. If it's a street car, I don't need to worry about that. You're going to spend minimal time at 60 or 6,200 RPM. You'll spend more of your time in the mid-range where that duty cycle isn't going to be unsafe. Anything below 90% is typically what I consider to be safe on injectors. Anything getting higher than 90% can be unfavorable because it doesn't allow the ECU a lot of correction. If we need to go and correct for air temperature, or if it's a coolant temp correction, it's not going to allow it to correct that at that higher throttle or higher load sections, because you're using a lot of fuel flow rate and the injector's already tapped out as far as what it can deliver for fuel flow from the ECU being requested. So kind of keep that in mind, but I'm not going to get too worried about that. So we should be good here as far as our fuel goes. I'm not going to make...
Thanks for checking out our teaser clip. If you want to see the rest of this video and more than 500 hours of current EFI training we have to offer, make sure you click right here. If you want to go and check out more teaser clips from this training course, click here. And you don't want to miss any of the videos we're going to be releasing on this channel, so make sure you subscribe and click here. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys later.